Hi, I'm Makiko OKAMOTO from the Japan Research Institute. Today, I'd like to talk about loneliness and social isolation in Japan. This is the number of people dying alone at home in Tokyo district area. More and more people are dying at home alone, and sometimes no one notices their death for more than a month. It means that they had been very lonely and isolated at the last moments of their lives. Many old women live alone, but they often have family and friends they keep in touch. On the other hand, old men are more likely to be isolated and die alone at home. In Japan, the Minister for Loneliness and Social Isolation was assigned in 2021. In the UK, it was 2018 that the Minister for Loneliness was assigned, so I thought there was something we can learn from the UK. I would like to introduce 3 measures in the UK to tackle loneliness. The first one is the national indicator to measure loneliness. The second is the campaign to tackle stigma of loneliness. The last is the ways to interrupt the triggers of loneliness and the social prescribing. UK is known for EBPM, evidence-based policy making. They created national indicator to measure loneliness, and they are embedding questions about loneliness in several national surveys. At the times of the lockdown for COVID-19, opinions and lifestyle survey was run every week to grasp the latest situation of loneliness among citizens. Here we can see the map of percentage of people feeling often or always lonely. And this is the logo of the Let's Talk Loneliness campaign. Many people think it is embarrassing to feel lonely and do not want to talk about it. This campaign is to tackle stigma of loneliness so that people can ask for help more easily. When the City Council of London Borough of Southwark receives a death register, the council offers information about local support groups. When someone registers a death, it means he or she lost their family member and has high risk of feeling lonely. To interrupt the trigger of loneliness, the City Council recommends them to use support. There are various support in the UK, like one-to-one support, peer groups, befriending, or men's sheds. I think men's shed is very interesting because men are less talkative than women, and they may feel awkward to join groups just to talk over a cup of tea. If they have something to do, like gardening or woodworking, it may be easier to join. Another interesting promotion to make connection is a social prescribing by healthcare professionals. The link workers recommend the patients with mental problems due to loneliness and isolation to join a group to make connections. I think it is a very effective way to reduce loneliness. I think there are 3 things we can learn from the UK. The first is that we need more evidence about loneliness and social isolation. We don't have national indicator to measure loneliness, so we have to create one. In addition, in Japanese language, the word loneliness and solitude do not have clear distinction, so we have to be very careful about choosing words when creating the indicator. The second point is that we have to catch and detect the risk of loneliness in order to reduce it. Many city councils are trying to detect dying at home alone, but we need to reduce loneliness and social isolation before people die. The last point is that we need to promote connections. In Japan, there are 300,000 community places for the elderly. Many of them are run voluntarily but subsidized by the government. However, there is little recommendation for lonely and isolated people to join the groups. And for those who are shy or not good at communication, it is hard to join. recommendations by healthcare professionals, social workers, or city councils are needed to make good use of the existing community groups. Thank you for watching.